I'm Richard Lill, I'm the UK Sales Manager for Alfred Angelo. Today is about really showcasing the whole collection and making sure that everybody understands the actual essence behind the collection. It's just not another collection of wedding dresses, this is something extremely special.
Hi, my name's Carla Bowden and I work for Disney. We've recently just collaborated with Alfred Angelo to create a beautiful range of bridal gowns that are inspired by our iconic Disney princesses.
This is the Disney Fairy Tale Weddings collection by Alfred Angelo. So it's a collection of the 7 dresses which is based around the 7 iconic Disney princesses. This is Jasmine. Jasmine, obviously, in the actual story, she's a very confident girl, and that's what really this type of dress is actually going to suit somebody who's very body confident. Adorned with this beautiful detailing around the neckline and this very soft, fluid chamoose, which actually gives that sort of very, very soft feeling to it. The adornment round the actual neckline that drops straight down the back as well to actually accentuate the very low back on the dress. This is all constructed from pearls, crystals, rhinestones and also diamantes, which again signifies the spirit of the dress.
So the collaboration came about because really every bride, I think, wants to be a princess on her special day, and who better to bring that to the forefront than Disney. So we wanted to partner with a world-class brand, Alfred Angelo, who has over 75 years of experience within the bridal gown market. So I think with the two of us coming together, I think we've created something a little bit spectacular with a bit of Disney magic.
This is Tiana. Tiana is from The Princess and the Frog, and the detailing across the shoulder, which accentuates across the actual bodice, is just little water lilies to actually really give that joie de vivre to the actual dress. And again with the ruffles and all the pickups, which again are also detailed with all the crystals and the diamantes in it. It's beautiful soft taffeta and really, really makes the most of that one shoulder and the detailing across, so it's very, very flattering on all sorts of different body shapes.
We started collaborating with Alfred Angelo back in February 2010. We worked with the designer called Michael Chettel, who actually had drawn inspiration from his 8-year-old niece. So when the collaboration came about, he actually went to her and said, if you were a Disney princess and you wanted to be married, what would you want from that? And what attributes would you want to put in the dress? So that was the starting point, and then we just decided to build on that based on the films of the Disney princesses and also some of the iconic materials within the films.
This is Belle, and Belle is a very traditional dress, and each one of these dresses actually comes with its own wording from Disney. And the start of this one is "The heart like a rose blossoms when loved," and this is a very much loved dress. You've got the tradition of the actual sweeping tulle around, but the fullness of it to give that real drama to it. Also on this one you've got the detachable tulle shrug to it, so that it gives a little bit more confidence to the girl if she's a little bit more worried about that. And then this amazing crystal and rhinestone detailing on the dress that really just swoops down and really accentuates the waist with the detailing. It's an interesting one because when we actually came up with the collection as well, it would be very easy to make it very literal. But what's happened is that our designer Michael Chettel, in conjunction with Disney, has actually made it where they've taken the essence, the actual personality of the princess, and transposed that into the actual dress itself. So it's not a literal translation of who she was in the actual film. It's taking the best of both, really, and marrying them together. This is Ariel. Ariel obviously signifying from under the sea, which is why it's a mermaid silhouette to it. Got this gorgeous crystal detailing, and then the pinch pleating going across in the triple way draping on that. So it really does accentuate the curves, and it is a beautiful, beautiful dress. You've got the sweetheart neckline to it, and then to sort of just give that touch of the under the sea, there's the scalloped hem lace on the bottom. It appears that the phenomenon that is Disney really means that this has such a broad appeal to everybody. There are from the children who are growing up with Disney right now and going into their teens and early 20s, to the people who've actually grown up with it from them being a child and taking it through. And the collection gives such diversity that it allows for people who are body confident, to the less confident, to the smaller, to the larger. But really it's actually about choosing who they want to be that suits them the best as an actual princess. So you get the confident Jasmine, and then you get the very sophisticated Belle who wants to be a little bit more refined and restrained. So it really is just pulling together those things and making sure that it opens it up to everybody. And really this collection does rewrite the rule book on bridal.
So the target consumer for these dresses is actually any age, because it just depends which story any of the brides resonates with. I know that I grew up with Sleeping Beauty, so I know that this is one of my favourite dresses, and I'd look to possibly get married in this when the big day happens.
This is Sleeping Beauty. She's one of our largest dresses in the collection. The skirt is phenomenally constructed because it's just multiple layers of these tiny pin-tucked tulle which is attached to organza. And you've got the shoulder detailing, which is actually again to signify the roses after you hacked through the hedge coming through. And the asymmetric draping across the actual dress makes it an incredibly flattering one. It is a princess in the making purely with this one. You've got a big dress and it's a statement. The collection starts from $599 and goes up to currently $1,199. So it's really got that total broad spectrum appeal, and not only that, it's not taking it to the point you're getting a couture feel to the dress, but without that couture price. So it really opens it up, which is what we all were very determined to do, to open it into every bride's budget. Cinderella. I mean, she's the classic princess from the story, obviously rags to riches as well. What they've done is we've taken the actual inspiration from the crystal slipper. You've got this heart shape of detailing on the actual bodice, which also is accentuated by the crossover, which is incredibly flattering. And what's so pretty about this is it is a tulle skirt, but it's actually a clear layer of tulle over glitter tulle. So that's quite harsh and quite overpowering, but underneath the soft plain tulle, you can just see it catching the light through, so that the crystals just really sort of are brought to life with the actual dress.
Even though the stories behind these dresses are quite traditional, I feel that we've been able to give a fashion-forward, modern look to all of the dresses for the bride of today.
This is Snow White. Snow White is one of the most traditional ones, but this has got to be one of the most fashion-forward in the fact that we've taken a very modern silhouette and still kept the essence of who she was. Obviously, she ate the poisoned apple, which is why the whole bodice is adorned with these little tulle and organza apple blossoms, which are all individually detailed into the centre with crystals and rhinestones, and then that detailing follows through into the very soft tulle. And the fallen apple blossom goes right down to the bottom of the skirt with these very beautiful little individual crystal detailings onto the skirt itself. the Cinderella Platinum that we brought out is actually requested at Disney because it's to celebrate the 20 years of the Disney fairy tale weddings and honeymoons. It just happens to be Alfred Angelo UK's 20th anniversary as well this year. Although we've been in business worldwide 75 years, we've been in the UK strong and solid for 20 years. This is Cinderella Platinum. This is a special edition dress that has actually been brought out to commemorate the 20th anniversary of Disney fairy tale weddings and honeymoons. Stunning dress because it's got 14 layers of asymmetric tulle which are all hand cut, and then there's over 1,000 crystals, sequins and rhinestones on the bodice of this. It takes nearly 2 days just to bead the dress itself on the bodice. Its fullness, it's fantastic. It really is just one of those true princess dresses. They've all been popular and the most unusual things really in the fact that Belle has been very, very popular, and so has Ariel, and you couldn't get two more contrasting dresses really. You know, you've got a mermaid and you've got a very full skirted one. But there again also, we've also had a lot of interest and a lot of brides actually buying the other dresses, and it doesn't seem to fit the stereotypical kind of bride for that particular dress. They really do fall in love with the dress, the princess, the concept and everything to do with it. And I think more than most things, I think one of the nicest things that seems to come from these dresses is it really does give the bride an amazing amount of confidence inside, which that's obviously got to be a plus point for their wedding day. They're going to feel amazing.